So I really fucking despise the whole like, Americans say Europe because they don't know that it's not a country. When in fact Americans say Europe when they're going to like 10 different European countries. And then Americans will turn around and be like, well, you would say that you're going to America when you're going to like 10 different states. And then the Europeans will be like, there's more diversity in Europe than there is in the US. Which like, yeah, but also I genuinely think that you guys don't understand how different parts of the US are and how massive the country is. This person is like, why didn't you just like pop outside and speak Spanish with people who spoke Spanish in the US? And in this video, I did say where I grew up, which is Vermont. And if you have ever been to Vermont, you understand why I didn't just pop outside and speak Spanish. This is from the 2010 Vermont State Census. So at that point I was 20 and I didn't even live in the state anymore. So when I was younger, I'm sure it was even smaller, but 1.5% of the population of Vermont is Hispanic. 95% of the population is white. This is the more recent census, but this will do because if anything, this number has gone up and it's 1% of the population of Vermont that speaks Spanish at home. So that would be why I didn't just like pop outside as a child and practice my Spanish, you know? On the other hand, in New York City in the 2010 census, 28.6% of the population is of Hispanic origin. This is a community survey in New York City from 2011-2015, which says that 50% of people across the entire city speak Spanish at home. So this would be the type of place where you could just pop outside and practice your Spanish, right? So why didn't I just do that? So this is the drive from where I grew up to New York City. 6 hours, if there's not bad traffic. And yeah, there's probably some places in Massachusetts and closer that also have Spanish speakers, but the reality of like just popping outside and practicing your Spanish, you're gonna find in New York City. Just to compare that to where I live now, it would take me less than 3 hours to literally be in a Spanish-speaking country, in a different country. Half the time. And I wouldn't have to be popping outside hoping that I run into a population that speaks Spanish. I would be immersed fully in Spanish because I would be in a country where the national language is Spanish. Just to go back to this really quickly, we are talking about when I was a child growing up there, right? Like I left when I was 17, so I couldn't just pop into the car and drive to New York City, you know? Also, no hate to this commenter.